Okay, hello there, everybody. Welcome back. You guys haven't seen any videos from me on this channel for a little bit, but you know stuff been happening, and yeah. But if you want to know more, I guess you could check out my gaming channel, or you could just follow me on Twitter. Why don't you do that, huh? Or subscribe, so then you know more. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. But confronting cancel culture. Let's see what Playback has to say about that.
Let's get into the
It
video,
kept
okay? I made
popping
a
up
tweet
on
yesterday,
my.
okay? And let me show you the tweet really quick. I made a tweet and I said there are only two genders.
Oh,
And
I
look at the
seen it.
analytics. It got 47 million impressions. I just want to say this tweet is not targeted towards anybody, you know, that's a part of the LGBTQ plus community at all. Because I've spoken to people who are gay and trans in the past 24 hours. And they also agree with me that there's only two genders, male and female. When people are trans, they transfer from a male to a female, or male to a female, or male to a female, or female
That
to a male. What I'm
is
trying to
low
say is
key true.
this tweet is targeted at the people trying to cancel people. This is cancel culture. I'm coming at cancel culture right now. I'm gonna cancel culture. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is a fact. It's not even a
Canceling cancel
controversy
culture.
that what I tweeted. It's a fact, bro. Scientifically proven. There's an X chromosome and an XY chromosome. Okay, to make a male and a female. It's a fact. You cannot mess science up. You cannot dictate. You can't do that, bro, okay? It's a fact. It's also really sad because a lot of your guys' favorite creators and social media people all agree with me. They just can't say anything. They can't. Ask them right now. If they're live streaming, ask them right now. How many genders are there? They know the answer. They just can't say it. They're silenced right now.
Canceling cancel culture. Like the concept of like canceling the idea of being canceled, which I think is pretty redundant in and of itself.
What I realized
pretty
recently,
funny.
Marcel? I think a lot of people think it's cool. A lot of people can get behind an idea when there's not many people behind it. But like, for example, we've been talking about how college hasn't been worth it for like years now, ever since we left, right? Because we both experienced it. Like I was 3 years deep in, I enjoyed my program. There was a lot to like about it, but it just wasn't worth it. But now that there's a whole momentum of people agreeing, it's almost like people have lost interest in the main idea of like the premise of what we were arguing.
I rewatched it and I was like, I don't think there's ever a moment where we said anything like egregious. It was just really just knowing the options. And everybody left that with us thinking like, oh my God, there's no way. Y'all are dumb. Y'all are mad stupid. And it's like, we've been telling niggas to drop out for years, dog. So let's calm down. But hey, you're right.
Wait.
When it comes
but we still believe it though.
Yes, without a doubt.
I still believe it. Niggas think you can call it whatever you want. You can say I'm privileged because I'm a content creator. Fuck you, nigga. I had a 3.6 GPA. I was in college. I enjoyed my program.
We both almost graduated. We both almost graduated.
Niggas pretend like my experience isn't valid. But the point is we still believe it, even though now there's a wealth of people that agree with us.
Yes.
But I think the same thing is gonna happen with this conversation here about canceling cancel culture. Now that there's a whole momentum and a wave of people behind it, I think the guys who only enjoy supporting something because it's like anti are going to begin to dislike. dislike this. And the nature of this conversation is anti-establishment. They're just
My bad,
calling
bro.
it cancel culture.
Yeah,
Like the liberals call it
me.
establishment. These niggas are gonna call it, like, there's a different name people use to describe the force that is the majority.
Yeah.
But in this situation, every one of us can agree that, like, when someone fucks up, the goal should not be to punish them into oblivion. It should be like, there should be consequences for the fuck up, but there should also be a moment where they get a chance to grow and learn from it and move on past it, because otherwise, what the fuck is life? Like, you're not flawless neither, nigga. Like, we're all gonna fuck up. The idea of cancel culture is garbage in nature, because it doesn't give people that chance to grow from a mistake. It just punishes people, and in that, it really just feels like people abusing power because they can. People feeling like they have power over others, like, oh, you're done. This career you worked so hard for,
that is
you're
true.
done.
This is true, yeah.
So,
but the problem that I have is that, okay, so there's two sides of the spectrum, like you're saying. The problem, though, is that when people get caught up on a side of the spectrum, just because they want to say they're participating in something, and they may not truly, thoroughly believe it in its core. Like, you just want to cancel something just for the sake of canceling it, because other people are also canceling it, and you're now a part of something. You're part of this wave, and you don't really understand the core crux of what's actually happening. So the same thing with us with college. We gave a very fine, detailed explanation of what's happening, and yet for whatever reason, people got upset at us for things that we really didn't even harp that much on at all. But y'all are just trying to put us in this box of people who we're just saying moronic things, but if you actually listen to it, a lot of things that we said in there, y'all probably actually agree with us. It's just that y'all are just so caught up in canceling people who y'all deem as cancelable. Then there's also people who I also just disagree with these people as well, who are just anti. I'm just going to be against something just for the sake of just being against it. Like, I just want to be a contrarian. Contrarian. I keep saying there's a third time this month playback. I know I've been asking for that word. Contrarian. You just want to be a contrarian for the sake of being a contrarian. You don't actually understand why you're against it. You just got to be against it because you just want to be different. I think both of those sides are detrimental. A lot of people are more so in the middle. What ends up happening is people get caught up on one side or the other because they're just trying to be different or be a part of like what's going on, and now they get caught up in doing things that they don't even believe in. And for those people, bro, y'all really gotta stop. Y'all not even informing yourselves on other people's opinions thoroughly enough, or even understanding what's going on just for the sake of it. You know what?
How powerful is the Cox network?
Beginning simulation.
So powerful that one day the internet.
Here's a perfect example.
okay.
This how I know fucking, especially Twitter, nothing but sheep, dog. Fucking sheep. Well, I want you to look at this, bro. This is a photo of the actor Everybody Hates Chris, right? So when you see this photo, what do you see?
A nigga in a suit at an award show.
All they're talking about is his appearance, what he looks like.
What's wrong with what he looks like?
To me, nothing. To you, nothing. Nope, I don't think there's nothing wrong with what he looks like. He looks fine to me.
Yeah.
But everybody's so caught up to thinking.
Stop talking about people's appearance. Heard this in my mama's voice class.
That this page is making fun of what
Looks great.
he looks
We
like.
all.
However, there's nothing there.
Wait, what?
It's just a photo.
What's a guy at a suit?
So then I thought maybe they are trying to make fun of him, they just posting that picture. But then I go to the page, and the account is nothing but photos from celebrities on whatever night it was. So then the people, fake woke culture, cancel culture.
What does that mean? What are they canceling him for?
They're trying to cancel the account because they thought that the account was making fun of the way that he looked. Oh, so let you know he has a disease. And the same thing with Chadwick Boseman.
He does?
used to make fun of Chadwick Boseman without knowing that he actually had cancer. And so they thought that they're doing the exact same thing. So now they're trying to cancel the account by sitting there telling them, you gotta stop. We need to flag this. You need to stop making fun of him. Da 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 da. It's just a picture of him. And if you go in the account, they take pictures of everybody else. Everybody's so caught up in trying to cancel somebody, and they have no idea what's even going on. The account is literally just posting pictures of everyone. But y'all be so quick to just cancel people that y'all have there's no validity to it at all.
I've been against cancel culture. You know when I originally, at first I didn't really give a fuck. You feel me? If I don't support something, I just don't support it. I don't need to like put together an army to not support it with me. I just decide not to support it. I feel like if everyone just did that, the things that society valued would flourish, period. But was what happened with Louis C.K. So Louis C.K., comedian, massive comedian, hilarious comedian, started pulling his dick out in front of a whole bunch of women. Right?
What the hell?
He made him very uncomfortable. I think he jerked his dick off in a couple of instances.
Really?
But
Whoa.
main point was you're not supposed to pull your dick out before asking. The surprise is usually not going to be like, oh my God, it's so big. It's going to be like, put it back. So
I don't even know. They'd be like, So right
some of them
here.
did have that reaction. They were like,
So your dick is out right now? We were just talking about.
That's so
we
random.
were talking about our set, our comedy set. You just put your dick out.
Pull your dick out. Like, oh, don't mind me.
So it was objectively weird that he did that.
Yes.
And he apologized a bunch of times, and none of the people that he did it to were like really, really upset about it from what I've seen. But he got quote unquote canceled. Yeah. So there was like a period of time where he just didn't do much comedy at all. It was like a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
But after going on his little apology tour, even listening to his comedy, you could tell he's a weird nigga. There should be a space where you get a chance to grow and learn from your fuck up. So in the case of Louis C.K., I think the average person can sit there and be like, all right,
as long as it's not too crazy, right?
He's trying to get back to doing the thing that he cares about and loves. Are you arguing he doesn't deserve that? And if that's the case, then we can keep going down the list of other people who've done probably lesser and lesser evils and decide whether or not they're able to get back to doing the thing they love. And why do you get to decide? The point is there's obviously people that still want to watch him. I think he's hilarious. And if you watch him at a show, maybe it's even funnier. Like, who fucking knows? But the fact that people sit there and genuinely get upset, not just upset, but upset at the people who go to support him. That's how bad it's gotten.
Yeah, I know.
It's gotten to the point where niggas start to get upset at the people that go to those shows for watching comedy.
Bro, like the Harry Potter game, people are mad at people for playing the Harry Potter game. Like,
comedy. That's when I was like, yo, this is not rooted in like morality. It's rooted in like an obsession of power. And when you realize that cancel culture really doesn't have much to do with morality, it has to do with controlling and having power over others, you begin to just want to like distance yourself from it. You're like, all right, bro, if I don't fuck with someone, I'm just not gonna fuck with him. Like, I don't listen to R. Kelly because what he did was fucking not just weird, it was just criminal and nasty. So you want to stay away from that. I don't have to get together a band of people on Twitter. I don't have to shame niggas that listen to him. I just don't listen to that nigga, bro.
Facts.
So that's just how I operate. But
people, yeah, like you said, people cancel culture. They just want to feel like they have some type of
they
control.
got some serious,
yeah. The reason why you're right is because you have to give people the ability to grow from it. Because if you don't, then who's to know anything that they ever say is going to be real or not, right? Like if you immediately cancel them and you just shun them out from the world, what growth are they ever going to be able to do that is legitimately? Like if you just force them to say, hey, you need to say something, you need to say something, when you cancel, then at that point it's like whatever he's saying is he's just going to say it, and then when it's time to move on, you don't even know if it's real or not. Case in point, Kyrie, as soon as he got traded from the Brooklyn Nets, bro, all that shit he was apologizing for, he took all that shit down. He took all of it down. Hey, if you want to support something else that I don't want to support, all right, cool, I didn't know that. But then I know that we have just different lines of morality based at that point. And then also get a better understanding from the people as well. Hey, I'm going to do what I want to do. If there's a subsection of people who want to support me, then it is what it is. But then if I lose a bunch of detractors and it allows that person, or if I lose a bunch of supporters, it allows that person to then regroup, rethink on their own, and then come to different conclusions because they potentially could be wrong. But if you just force them in a direction based off of cancel culture, bro, who knows if anything that they're doing is actually real or not? Because most of the time it's not. They're just doing that because y'all forcing them in that direction.
And also, I want to say too, the reason why Aiden feels so free to do it now, the reason why Andrew Tate feels so free to criticize cancel culture now is largely because they're financially good, bro. These niggas have bread. Aiden's talking about this $50 million a year deal he didn't sign with Kick. This is what he said on his stream. He said $50 million, bro. And I think he said it was multi-year too. So I don't know whether or not that's true or not, but it's coming out his mouth. You could assume it to be true. Once you have that type of bread, like you're probably not too worried about like your subs or your ad revenue on YouTube, or you're probably not so worried about that no more. Andrew Tate has Bugattis and private jets and he's flying around. He's probably not too worried about that. Like the average nigga, even if Aiden's right, which he probably is, but it's probably a lot of people that believe what he believes. There's only two genders, and those niggas, if you work at like Apple, like you might be nice, like you might have bread, but
you might have to keep that opinion to yourself.
Yeah, so a lot of people just keep that shit to themselves.
And that's most people too. That's most people. When you go work at a normal job, you have people with various different opinions on politics, religion, and they don't be going around having those conversations. They just be like, all right, see you tomorrow, man. They go clock out and that's it, bro. They don't have those conversations, bro. That's it. They just move on. So I don't, I understand.
That actually makes sense now, because I seen some people ask that question in chats all like last night and the night before.
What's that?
Just random people asking like, do you think there's only two genders? Oh, I saw that in a whole bunch of chats. I was wondering why everyone was saying that, but now I watch this video, it makes sense because Aiden asked him to. Yeah. But like Aiden is saying this now. I don't know if Aiden, and keep in mind it's a different Aiden, but I don't think financially unstable Aiden would ask these questions, or like, you feel me? Like you feel safer to do it because of your situation. And I think you also feel bolder to do it because of the people you have around you. And not everyone has both of those things. That was like when Sneeko was trying to grill me to have opinions on things I didn't have opinions on. Like like 6 months ago.
What
I was
the
like, it's not
fuck
even a
is
matter
going
of me
on with
not trying
my
to have an
PC?
opinion.
I'm gonna need an end stream after this. You see, my PC is possessed. I wasn't even touching the keyboard, bro. I wasn't even touching the table.
Be morally whatever, or hold on the fence when he was saying I sit on the fence and shit like that. I just don't have an opinion on something. If you think that makes me away, I guess that makes me away. But when you ask me why I don't care about a topic just because other people are speaking on it socially, that's not the topic I've chosen to care about. You can sit there and pretend like there's some moral reason why, but there's not. There's only so much you can care about, but you can't fix all the world's issues. So you want to attack the few that you feel like you're capable of solving, then you want to move about your business. I'm not like afraid of. I'm not gonna sit here on fucking YouTube and record every single good deed that I do. You feel me? It's better to just do it anonymously, unless you feel like doing it publicly will result in more overall good. But I don't know. I just feel like forcing people to have the convo the way he's intending for the purposes of what he's doing is not really all that helpful. It's actually more damaging to the people that are going to be asked the questions.
Yeah.
Like that one RDC skit where they were ducking and dodging those difficult questions when the interviewer was trying to chip them up. That's life, bro. Sometimes you just have to play the cards you're dealt. You don't want to overplay your hand, and next thing you know, you lose your fucking job. And
but even in this situation, him forcing people to try to have this conversation is the same thing with other people, or force these other people to say their apologies when you don't know if it's sincere or not. You forcing these convos, you have no idea if the responses are sincere or not. So you trying to force anti-establishment on people, or you trying to force cancel culture on people, and you have no idea if the responses are going to be real or not, because people are just going to be pressured to do something just because they're trying to follow what other people or they think other people are doing. So it's not really sincere, bro. Let people just do them, bro.
I should say I 100% understand where Aiden's coming from. The things that Aiden's been criticized for in the past week, some of it justified, but some of it is just like, I think cancel culture in general has grown to dislike Aiden, mainly due to his association to Andrew Tate, and they're just coming up with whatever reason to cancel this nigga, bro. There was a clip of him playing GTA, all right? He was role playing as a cop, and he said, put your hands up, and the guy didn't move at all, and he's like, what are you reaching for? And he shot and killed him.
Yeah.
If anything, that's like a parody of life. Like that's just, but it's role play. It's supposed, like, it's not real. That's not even cancelable. It's just a joke. I guess you're mad he made the joke, but plenty of people make jokes like that all the time.
So you was okay with that? You was okay with that joke?
He's made that joke many times in the past. That wasn't even the first time he's done it. It's just people like him less now.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm be honest with you,
and that's the same thing we said with like Speed and stuff like that, bro. Like some of the stuff y'all trying to cancel Aiden for, bro. Come on, dog. The shit that he been doing, like, what are we doing right now?
I didn't. I thought it was funny, and I think people tried to use that to bridge to the fact that he's racist, which he is not.
Oh no, well, he's not.
But those are the type of conclusions you come to when you want to cancel somebody. You will just see a clip, you'll be like, well, that means he's racist. Do you think an actual racist would publicly do something like that? No, these niggas do that shit in the closet. They might say it to your face, but not in front of a camera that hundreds of thousands of people are gonna be watching on.
To play devil's advocate, he probably, if he was, which I don't think but if he was, he would do it if he's on this liberated free speech movement. I can just do and say whatever I want to do because y'all can't cancel me, and now I'm on kick.
Bro, I know Aiden. He's not fucking racist.
Man. Oh no, I know he's not. I'm just letting you know.
Like I know he's not racist, but even if I didn't know him, I wouldn't assume he was racist off that clip.
Yeah.
Let us know y'all thoughts on cancel culture.
I think he's role playing. There's a bunch of other people.
You trying to cancel us, man? Make sure you subscribe before you do that, man.
Imagine they subscribe, dislike the video,
notification bell,
and then type canceled. We live in a super soft society that whenever someone makes a mistake, your whole career is over. You do something bad like beating your wife or paying a woman or doing something bad to a kid, then yeah, you deserve everything bad that's coming to you. I agree with that. But sometimes people take it too far and they force it on somebody. That's also truthful. But yeah, let me know your opinion down in the description, or down in the comments. But like, subscribe, see you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night.